Welcome to our 2022 Parkside Women's Volleyball Season Preview, sponsored by Hampton Inn Suites. Matt Menzl alongside now their fifth season. The head coach, Leigh Barea, and coach, hard to believe that the 2022 season already upon us. Let's start by just talking about your offseason. How was your summer?
Well, summer was busy, of course, naturally, but it was nice to get back in the groove of things. Coming off of a normal spring, lots of really good spring training. The girls worked really hard in the weight room and had great spring season preparing, and then summer was more normal, recruiting, camps, all that stuff, building up to season, and then starting a little week earlier because festival year, but it's good to be back.
What for the team, for the players that are back here for 2022, what was the mindset for them, or what was the goal during the offseason? What was their focus?
Really the focus, being that we competed in the spring in 2021, we missed the whole breakdown and rebuild and focus of getting stronger in the weight room, fine-tuning those skills. So I think they really focus on growth and making those little adjustments, those little changes, even though we had plenty of moments of frustration because we broke things down pretty small. But just their dedication and to getting stronger, learning the game more, making those little changes really helped us grow every little bit, every single day in practice. And you could see it by their dedication through the whole off season and, coming off of the summer into our first week of practice. They continue that build we made from the spring right into preseason.
When you look at the upcoming season, how hungry is this team, being that last year you guys were so close, so many close calls, and just missed out on the tiebreaker and qualifying for the conference tournament?
Yeah, they're definitely hungry, and I think that definitely showed in the returners' dedication in the spring. And then when they came in, they immediately integrated our newcomers. They know that it has to be everybody on the same page. So it was walking into film sessions, they were asking little tiny get to know you questions, not even prompted by me, but they were really, really intentional about, hey, we're a team, this is what we're gonna do, and we need everybody every single day and every single moment to be successful. So their intensity really has stepped up the bar, and they're definitely looking to prove something, that's for sure.
Obviously, things can change here in training camp, and roles are still, somewhat being determined. But just based on stats from last year, you bring back one out of your two primary setters. Mm-hmm. When you look at that position, running the offense, how is that position shaping up?
Yeah, Alicia has been, a core member of our offense since her freshman year, and then you add in the fact that she defends at such a high level. So she's been great at integrating both Carly as a transfer and Lily as a freshman, and they've really kind of as a group of three been like, okay, this is what we got to do to help us be successful offensively. We have offensive battles every single day, and it starts with the leadership of Alicia really taking that role and saying, okay, here we go, and this is what we do, and this is what I have to do. And she does it in a very selfless way, and she wants to lead and help everybody. So Carly and Lily have really just got along right with her to kind of build. So yeah, I think our offense from the setting position is going to be in good hands with everyone.
And when you look at the attack, at least average-wise, you lose your top two kills per set getters, but overall kills, your number two, Jasmine Niels, is back on top of Reese Rossnagel. How important are those two in making the offense go?
If you watch Reese and Jasmine, they catch your eye. And they are two people that really grew a lot in the off season specifically and got stronger and are getting more powerful. Their range has improved a ton, and they're forces to be reckoned with physicality wise, especially at the net, not only offensively but blocking wise as well. So they're going to be huge for us. They're going to be people are going to target them for sure, but they're. Jasmine's in her fifth year, Reese is in her fourth year, and so they've been here. They know what it takes. So I'm excited to see what they do on the floor and just kind of, take that offense. And their ability to score is also going to help ability to free up other people to attack. So it's not going to be just them we're going to be relying on, but their ability to score from both pins is definitely going to help us succeed in other areas of our offense as well.
Well, you brought up the blocking. That was my next question. I was talking about defense, and you bring back your top four blockers from 2021. Is it fair, at least without a match having been played, is it fair to say that could be a real strength coming in?
Definitely. We love blocking. We think it's definitely something that's a strength of ours, and we put a lot of time and effort into it. We work really hard on that blocking because it is the first line of defense. And if we're able to slow volleyballs down, everybody in the GLIAC is physical. That's one thing about the GLIAC is we're physical, athletic teams. So if we can slow balls down at the net, funnel balls to the correct place defensively, we're going to set ourselves up to easy digs, slowing balls down, getting in transition, getting into our offense with all of our arms that we do have in the gym. That we think that block is definitely going to help us succeed, and people are going to have to think about our block when they are attacking and running their offense. So it's definitely going to be a strength of ours, I believe, and if they keep working hard like they are, good things are going to happen.
And of course, a number of newcomers here for 2022. How have they been fitting in so far?
They've been great. That group since we've been recruiting them are really, really passionate about being at Parkside, and I think that's so important. They've been, building that relationship with them and everything. They've seen it. They know what it is. They picked Parkside for Parkside. And these girls, they loved the team when they met them and everything like that. So they've done a really good job integrating. I mean, it helps, Carly being a transfer, she coming from another top D2 program and getting close to home. You can tell she's enjoying being in the gym, and she adds a whole nother level of that competitiveness to it. And then you add in some really young, talented freshmen that are going to contribute, and I think are going to continue to get stronger and more physical, and not even contribute just right now, but contribute in the future as well. So we're really excited about our incoming class and how they've just integrated right into our returners, for sure.
I know I ask this question with every coach every year, it seems like, but when you look at the roster, let's get a coach's perspective. On paper, is this a young team, an experienced team? Is it a blend of both?
That's funny because I've been thinking of that too. I'm like, we're old because we're old because we have some really, we have some kids that have been in the starting lineup for a while, but then we have some young kids, that are coming in. I mean, we have 10 returners and 7 newcomers, so it's pretty blended, I would say. But still, we have some returners who are still young. So we're old, but we're young. So, but even that old and young, that spring where we were actually able to break things down was the first time that, we've had majority of our team go through a spring. We haven't had that. So even our older kids are still a little young because they've just now had their first real spring of growing in the weight room, growing on the court. So we have that ability that we've had a lot of kids who have played a lot of GLIAC matches, and then we also have some kids that are new. So yeah, I think it's that blend, but it's a good blend. It's a good blend.
And if this team is young, they will certainly gain experience quickly, as you put together another challenging non-conference schedule, didn't you?
Yes, we did. We're excited, though, because we get to go out on a trip, so we're heading out to New Mexico. So first time that we've done that, but I think it'll be good to play different teams. We've never played any of the teams that we're going out there to play. But we'll have to get on a flight, time change. We'll be faced with adversity in that capacity. But it's a competitive schedule, but one that I think we could be very successful in. And then, our Hampton Inn tournament is always a top one, bringing in 2 Northern Sun teams, 2 GLVC teams. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun to have high-level volleyball in this gym as well. And Michigan Tech coming down, we don't play them in the Hampton Inn, but it's going to be a great high-level tournament in Hampton Inn and DeSimone that first week of September. So,
what do you expect this season in the GLIAC?
Oh, the GLIAC, we joke about this on all of our calls, to be honest. Our GLIAC, everybody's gotten better. Everybody's gotten stronger. People have returned people, and, so we're like, we don't know. It's really exciting because every team, we believe, as a group of coaches, has gotten better. And so I think it's going to be a pretty kind of gnarly back and forth. People are going to pick up wins that you might be surprised at, and then maybe give up, losses that we were surprised at as well. So I could not predict the GLIAC. Doing the preseason rankings, I was like, I have no clue. But I think that's a good thing, and that's what makes it exciting. Even talking to all the GLIAC coaches, we're excited about that. We're excited to continuously have really high-level competition every year in the GLIAC.
So to sum it all up, what are you most looking forward to about this upcoming season?
I think the potential, the growth, and just, I don't know, it's just a new kind of feel, getting back to normal. I feel like the team's in a really great place. The coaching staff's in a really great place. And we're just excited to see what we can do. And we know that what we want, and we know what we're striving for, and we know that we are, for the most part, in control of that. And if we do our jobs and we work hard and we, continue to stay focused and together as a team, good things are going to happen, and that's all that matters. And that we want to have a great experience compete at a high level and win some games. And I think if we do all those things, that's what's going to happen. So.
Well, great stuff as always, Coach. Thanks for your time. All the best this fall.
Thanks. Thank you.
Now being joined by redshirt senior right side hitter Jasmine Neal, along with senior outside hitter / middle blocker, that being Reese Rossnagel. And Reese, I want to start with you because I always find it interesting when you look at how players got to Parkside. And now I know it's been a number of years since you've been here, but from Las Vegas, Nevada. So how did you end up as a Parkside Ranger?
Yeah, so I have a lot of family kind of in the Midwest. My mom grew up on the south side of Chicago, so I have a lot of family in the suburbs, and I also have family in Madison. So when I was kind of looking for schools, I always kind of wanted to go to the Midwest, and I had reached out to Parkside, and it just ended up working out when I came out here for a visit. I loved it. So.
And Jasmine from Oak Creek, getting the opportunity to stay close to home?
Yeah, so I actually didn't really want to play college volleyball. So I'm very happy with the decision that I did make, but during my recruiting was actually really fast. So I was talking to my coach at my club, and I was like, hey, do you think we could do this? And he reached out to the prior coach to this, and I met everyone, and I loved it, and still here, so
Absolutely.
I love it.
All the fans, and we all say, thank goodness you're still here doing great things with Parkside Volleyball. Reese, you go back to this past fall, and you were third on the team in kills with 188. You added 40 digs, 31 blocks. Your thoughts on the way you were able to perform this past fall?
I thought it was good. I definitely would have liked to have done more, but we were kind of growing as a team, so I thought it was good. We all worked really hard.
And Jasmine being an all-continental mention this past fall, you led the team in the block statistic with a total of 84. Finished second on the team in total kills, also at 34 digs. Your thoughts on the way this past season went?
I was happy with how the season went for the most part. We struggled a little bit, just even with COVID. Sometimes we'd be out, some people we wouldn't have everybody all the time, so that made things a little more difficult. But I think that coming off of last season, I'm excited to grow and do more. So,
Well, to piggyback off that, let me ask both of you this. Was it nice to kind of get back into we call it normal routine, if you will, this off-season, where it was an off-season versus, what it was during the pandemic?
Yeah, definitely. I had never even had a real spring season because it was my freshman year when COVID hit in the spring, so we were kind of halfway through a spring season, but it was really nice to have one, and we did a lot of awesome things, training strength and obviously skills in the gym and everything like that. So I think that really helped us and helped all the returners coming back.
Did it help you get back into a routine?
I love the spring season. So of course fall season is fun because you're playing everybody and competing, but in the spring you can really break everything down, and it can be very mentally frustrating sometimes because it's I know how to do these things, but you break everything down, and then you build it up and you see everything come together, and then after that summer you come in the fall and you're wow, that was really helpful.
For both of you, how's the team looking right now in training camp?
I think it's going really well. I think, like I just said, the spring season really helped all our returners a lot, and I think it also helped us get closer so we were able to integrate the freshmen more easily, and I think everyone's been working really hard, and I'm really excited to see it all come together.
Yeah, the spring was good. We, at least for the returners, we all got really strong in the weight room, and so these incoming freshmen that we got they have room to grow and get stronger, but they're a really powerful group, and so it's nice to have all that competition, because in the spring we were really small, and so now we obviously got a lot of new people, and it's nice to really be able to compete in the gym with each other.
Let's talk about those newcomers. You both are of senior status, been with this program for 4 or 5 years. Is there added pressure this year on both of you being, of that status, to be the leaders, to kind of show these newcomers the ropes?
I'd say definitely, yeah, but I don't think, I think for all the upperclassmen, it's kind of a role that we have eagerly stepped into. I think it's been good for all of us, and having more competition in the gym pushes us to kind of help them grow and help them learn and show them what Parkside Volleyball is about and kind of how we do things. And yeah.
Something that Leigh said to me my freshman year was, don't let me out-recruit you. And that's always been something that's in the back of my head. And it's not to be a threat, but it's you're in the gym, you're here with a purpose to really work to be your best, because when you're your best, the team gets better. And then me working at my best helps the other people on our team. and then we just can constantly improve. So.
How close, and you'll get more obviously opportunities with some of the road trips coming up, but how close is this team getting right now here in training camp? I think I saw you guys at a team bonding opportunity at the state fair last week.
Yeah.
That was super fun.
Yeah, it's been really fun. It's exciting, especially having such a big group of newcomers, like getting to know so many new people. But I think we're doing a lot more team bonding than we have done in the past, so I think it's been really good for us, and I think we're getting a lot closer.
Yeah, it's been fun. They're a pretty quiet group, which is interesting for me because I'm pretty out there, but they're fun, and so it's nice to like be able to like mesh everybody's personalities together well. Like I think we work together and everybody seems to be enjoying it. So
Finally then, what goals do you have for you guys, for your individual selves, but also for this team?
I think definitely for the team, we want to make the playoffs this year. I know we were really close last year, and we can definitely do it. So just kind of with the newcomers, like working as hard as we possibly can and getting ourselves in the best position in the GLIAC. Individually, I just want to push myself to do the best I can do and obviously improve off of last year and help the team.
I'm super pumped for the team. Yeah, same for like what Reese had said. Our playoffs would be so awesome, like super fun. Personally, I was like up there with blocks last year, so I'm trying to like get ranked even higher. Like that's my goal. Blocking is like my favorite thing to do, and so yeah, that's what I got.
Reese, Jasmine, thanks a lot for your time. All the best this fall, and thank you for watching this season preview presented by Hampton Inn Suites.